Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you about my first flight. I will never forget that special day. I was very excited. I was also a little nervous. It was my first time on an airplane. The night before my trip, I packed my suitcase. I checked my clothes carefully. I packed my passport. I packed my phone charger. I packed a small notebook. I packed a bottle of water. Everything was ready. I went to bed early. I wanted to wake up on time. The next morning, my alarm rang very early. I got out of bed quickly. I washed my face. I got dressed. I ate a small breakfast. I was too excited to eat much. Then I checked my suitcase one more time. Everything was inside. I left my house. The weather was beautiful. The sky was blue. The roads were quiet. I arrived at the airport. It was much bigger than I expected. Many people were walking with suitcases. Some people were smiling. Some people looked tired. I looked around carefully. Everything was new to me. I found the check-in counter. I showed my passport. I received my boarding pass. Then I gave my suitcase to the airline staff. After that, I walked to the security area. I put my bag on the machine. I walked through security. Everything was fine. Then I looked for my gate. I found my gate. I sat down. I looked outside through the big windows. I saw many airplanes. Some airplanes were taking off. Some airplanes were landing. I watched them with excitement. Soon, it was time to board. I stood in line. I showed my boarding pass again. Then I entered the airplane. Inside, everything looked clean. The seats were comfortable. I found my seat. I had a window seat. I liked that very much. I put my bag under the seat. Then I sat down. A flight attendant welcomed everyone. She explained the safety rules. I listened carefully. Then I fastened my seatbelt. A few minutes later, the airplane started moving. It moved slowly at first. Then it moved faster. My heart was beating quickly. Suddenly, the airplane left the ground. It was flying. I looked out of the window. The buildings became smaller. The cars looked tiny. Soon, I could only see clouds. The view was amazing. Everything looked peaceful. I forgot that I was nervous. I just enjoyed the beautiful sky. The clouds looked soft and white. The sun was shining brightly. I had never seen anything like that before. After some time, I felt relaxed. I read a few pages of my book. Then I listened to some music. The flight was very comfortable. Time passed quickly. Later, the captain said we were getting ready to land. The airplane slowly went lower. I could see another city below. The houses became bigger again. The roads became clearer. Finally, the airplane landed safely. Everyone smiled. I felt very happy. I collected my suitcase. Then I walked out of the airport. I took a deep breath. My first flight was over. It was an unforgettable experience. I learned that trying something new can feel scary at first. But sometimes the best memories begin with a little courage. Now, I am not afraid of flying anymore. In fact, I cannot wait for my next flight. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed today's Slow English podcast. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.